victory. Northwestern getting the ball first in front of a stripe-out crowd in Happy Valley as Wosu kicks it off. Here we go in the Big Ten from State College. And Preston Stone comes out for the first time. He was here with SMU in the college football playoff last year, but he was the backup. Now he's the guy in front of a packed house.
Yeah, backed up Kevin Jennings in the playoff game. He said it was really, really cold. I remember that. I remember the communication errors, issues that came up. I learned from that, from being on the sideline. And that's, as you just said, come off the hot performance
they need last week. Yeah, they need his best again, just like last week against a top 20 pass defense in the country in Penn State.
Tulane did not take care of the ball the last couple of weeks. He has.
His top target down in the slot, Griffin Wilde. And it starts on the ground. The lead horse of this run-heavy Northwestern offense is Caleb Komolafe.
Take a look at this offensive line. Caleb Tiernan, the left tackle, 72, will match up today against one of the best pass rushers in the country. And this guy is an NFL-type, body type, makeup, skill guys. Caleb Komolafe has stepped in very, very well for the injured Cam Porter.
Cam Porter out for the year. He's been a mentor to Komolafe and the rest of those backs. And in his belly twice, and the downhill runner that is Komolafe makes it a 3rd down and 4.
Not a surprise run start here for Northwestern. Zane Durant, they said he was the most vocal guy, and everybody followed his lead after that UCLA, as you described earlier, debacle. Amari Campbell, Dom DeLuca at linebacker.
Penn State gashed on defense last week. Maybe the most surprising part about that game is how the defense played. They have a chance for a 3-and-out on their first trip on the field back home. Well, a little jumpy from Dennis Sutton down bottom side as a flag flies. Stone is cut down 2 yards short of the first down. We'll check on that flag at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, double hard count trying to deny Dennis Sutton to jump. Like maybe he and Fisher got back, and then I think he was in the neutral zone at the snap.
Offside. Defense number 33. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
He's down right here. You can see the 33 with the throwback helmets on. The flinch, double flinch. That's great way to negate his elite pass rushing ability, slow him down, hard count, and run it right at him.
Saw that a bunch last week for Penn State. They were jumpy on the defensive line, and it gives Northwestern a free first down. Dennis Sutton out of the game, and Stone to throw for the first time, and a diving catch. Well done by Hayden Elegon on first down for Northwestern.
They're going to come out and play man coverage here against Northwestern. Force Preston Stone to do that. Throw to tight windows. You can see right here, had enough time, great rhythm, great location with that ball, and great sticky fingers by Elegon.
Yeah, that looked pine tar-ish. Sticky fingers out there for Elegon. It's a budding connection, him and Preston Stone.
Just every inch of that 6'4" frame right there.
Yeah, good-looking guy, isn't he? 6'4", 210, Elegon with the opening reception off the hands of Stone. He throws again, and nobody's home. Looking for Drew Wagner on a corner route, and it's 3rd down and 5.
That almost looked like he threw that away. Wasn't really comfortable with how that route was released. That was kind of a slot fade versus zone coverage. Safety over the top, and it's better to do that than try to force a back shoulder. Maybe it gets tipped and sets up a still a 3rd and manageable situation.
So hard count work for Stone.
Sutton in again.
Yep. He was the man that jumped. He's down bottom side in that same position. Wilde in the slot. That's his favorite target. On a 3rd and 5. Stone falling away. Fade ball is out of the reach of Drew Wagner. Coverage from King Mack, and it's 4th down.
It's be interesting. Preston Stone, I think he took a shot that previous play, and he's not 100% there on that throwaway. Kind of threw it away awkwardly right there. It was really, as you perfectly described, falling off the mound and missed long and outside.
Becomes 56. Number 5 becomes 56 for Penn State.
He was heavy on his back foot there as that ball went fluttering down the sideline. And back-to-back incompletions for the Northwestern quarterback have Luke Akers in the punt unit out. Oh, they come after him and they get there. Second straight week, Penn State has blocked a punt. It was denied Dennis Sutton a week ago, and he gets there again to make up for the penalty.
Yeah, denied Dennis Sutton to Clifford last week. Right here, the ball just spinning, went out of bounds. They end up with the rush. It's going to come off the right side. Here he is, a free rush. There's a lot of bad things are going to happen if denied Dennis Sutton has a free rush to anything. The punter sets him up in dream start for this Penn State offense and Drew Aller.
Mark, he blocked it with his hip.
He did. Oh.
So Drew Aller and the Penn State offense out for the first time, and the fans will be happy to see that. A carry for Kaytron Allen, who today will be their lead running back. It's not 1A, 1B today.
Yeah, this was interesting talk with Coach Franklin. James Franklin basically mandating to offensive coordinator Andy Kotelnicki, hey, it's going to be a 2-to-1 ratio at most, right? If not a little bit more toward Kaytron Allen. Nick Singleton will be the spell, will be the package guy.
Kaytron Allen has been the more productive of those two backs, but has less carries on the year. And it started with him. Now in the air, and Aller complete near a first down, a little bit short to Devontae Ross. It's third down.
And 3rd and 1, a little slant route. Drew Aller has the glove on. Just has to play clean, has to play catch. Again, an execution-based offense. They're going to have a chance to take shots. Northwestern kind of has to make a decision here. Are we going to play the slow bleed, what they did against Oregon, make them earn every inch?
Well, they get to the line quickly, and there is Kaytron Allen for the first down.
And they also have to stop the run, knowing Kaytron Allen is going to be running like a man possessed.
Well, it's up to this front for Penn State to carve out that space against the Northwestern front.
Absolutely. The Penn State offensive line, they're still figuring out that right side. Shanahan is going to start at right guard, Rucci at right tackle. Looks like Cooper Cousins is out. They're still experimenting.
Cousins officially out on the injury report from the Big Ten as they trade over some of those offensive linemen. And toss it out to Allen. He stretches to the edge. He's got a lead block that escorts him out near another first down. Drew Shelton paving the way off left tackle.
Yeah, a little student body left here. Old school toss action. The shifts make this Northwestern defense communicate. Up front, Anto Saka, Aiden Hubbard, excellent. And Drew Aller's back in line.
He pumps and throws it into tight coverage. It's picked off. Ori Adeye in the end zone for Northwestern. Northwestern hadn't had an interception from a defensive back all season until this red zone trip.
So, yeah, Drew Aller starts. He's got Clifford against Adeye one-on-one on that vertical ball, and it looks like kind of Liam Clifford doesn't really expect it. Drew Aller doesn't finish. He's not totally confident. That you see that lean back again, the lean back miss, not good anywhere, particularly in the red zone and tight quarters.
What led to that?
Just indecision. Indecision. He got out to him just a fraction late. Didn't believe in the throw. Got to have conviction.
So Adeye's interception, and it's Hyman with a 1-yard gain on first down for Northwestern.
Northwestern is going to be battle for them all day long. Coach David Braun told us for offensive coordinator Zach Lujan, pound it, pound it, pound it. Keep this Penn State athletic offense off the field. Don't be surprised if they milk this play clock as much as possible and try to shorten the possessions.
They'd be fine with 3 or 4 possessions aside in the first half. They're out there off of the quick change on the Adeye pick in the end zone. And it's Hyman that stays sidecar with Stone. And the quick twitched change-up back, showing some of his power as he carries the pile for an 8-yard pickup and a 3rd down and short.
Really nice run. Joseph Hyman is the change-up to Caleb Komolafe, kind of the hammer. watch his kind of starts to cut back and then repress it front side. He's bringing that backer to the left-hand side as you're playing it in the running back position. Great job of repressing it to the front side and losing an inexperienced linebacker.
That's where they want those backers, in space against the fast guys. And Hyman in that category with Tony Rojas out for Penn State. On a third down, it's 3 straight runs, and Northwestern ahead with a first down. That was the formula when they beat UCLA, was run, run, run. 3 straight, move the chains.
Am I the one that has to say Erratikai first? Erratikai. Carcello, Tiernan move in that left side. These guys have played really well together. The problems that they've had have been just quarterback, right? Of kind of creating his own adversity almost that first game. The turnover issues up front, they have been outstanding.
Led by Tiernan and Carcello with Erratikai in between them. That left guard. He's the young guy up there on the left side. 3 straight runs, now a play fake. And for the first time, there's the guy that Penn State secondary is most worried about today. Griffin Wilde with the first down.
Nice little in cut. They brought pressure, so it's man coverage. You'll see Wilde down here at the bottom. Got to clear by the inside. The dig route, you see the safety triggering. Knowing that Griffin Wilde loves this route. Really nice timing. Good pickup. That time on the blitz by 5, Komalafe.
Wilde loves a lot of those in-breaking routes, doesn't he?
Yep. And Stone has a great feel for that. If he can do that, step into it, and finish his throw.
Wilde with double the targets of any other Northwestern receiver. Stone looking his way again, instead underneath to his tight end, who is upended. Alex Lines with his first catch of the day.
Alex Lines, the New Mexico State transfer. Really nice job just presenting himself to Preston Stone. That's one of the hardest kind of shallow routes that it seems like an easy completion, especially to a bigger target like that, and keeping him on the move. That was well done.
Harder than it looks on those shallow
absolutely.
crosses.
Yep.
If you're a tight end, you like this game.
Yes.
A lot of usage on both
teams.
offenses.
Yeah. You'll see 12 personnel, 13 personnel.
There's one tight end in there here. And a little throwback. It's fluttered to Hyman, who can roll, and he rolls for a first down. So getting him in space a priority. A couple of first downs on this drive for Joe Hyman.
Yep, offensive coordinator Zach Lujan, a little action to Drew Wagner. You'll see the motion come here. Hyman comes here off the play fake. The screen action. Again, you see Zariah Fisher upfield. Denied Dennis Sutton upfield. Throwback screen. A great antidote.
That's where you want to see those guys. If
absolutely.
Northwestern flying upfield with Hyman sneaking in behind him. Northwestern on the march after they got it back with the red zone turnover from Allen. And Hyman is swallowed up.
Yeah, it's a great job. As you said, swallowed up. They brought pressure. The one lane 10 was in the backfield. Multiple Penn State defenders, and he did a great job to gain 1.
Those are some of the plays for Penn State where they had maybe a 1 or 2 yard play against UCLA last week that turned into 5-6. And some easy third downs against this Penn State defense. A heavy dose of Hyman. Flag is down. We're right in the box there where things were real muddied up.
Yeah, a little unbalanced inside zone action. I think we got a hold on the backside here, or possibly illegal hands in the face.
Pointing at Penn State side.
Personal foul. Fast. Defense number 50. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down. 50 lost his helmet on the play. Let's leave the game for 1 down.
So the offending player that was doing the hands to the face / face mask, usually that is illegal hands to the face when it's a lineman to lineman situation, but he has to go out if the helmet of the player that was offended would have fallen off. He could stay in.
And so Ford penalty leaves the game, and one of their best interior defenders out for a 1st and goal for Northwestern. Stone off of the hard count. Looking single side. Runs into trouble and down he goes. Dennis Sutton in the area. Also some internal pressure from Zane Durant.
Tonight, Dennis Sutton is right here at the bottom of the screen. It's just a speed rush against Tiernan. Makes Preston Stone uncomfortable. Have a little combination, half sack each there for tonight, Dennis Sutton and Zane Durant.
The untouched sack.
Yes.
Not even anywhere on the tires for Durant and Dennis Sutton with the half sack. And this will be stopped. Timeout. Penn State.
Northwestern.
Yeah. Coach David Braun was, ended up taking it.
On Fox. The Mariners have to play a game tomorrow? After playing 15 innings last night?
It is still playing today, yes.
Right. Look at that time of possession.
Yeah, that is a dream start here for Northwestern. And head coach David Braun, you get the schemed punt block and then the gift turnover from Drew Aller, and then just go on this driving march. Second and goal, take care of the rock, Preston Stone.
10th play of the drive for Northwestern, and Dennis Sutton goes crashing down on Deshaun Reeder. Their young running back coming off a career week was slammed down by the end.
It's not spelled D-E-N-Y, but he does this often. In the backfield, this is one of those schemes where on the playbook, and it works against the scout team really well to just kick out that number 33, and then in real life, that is the result. Big time play, setting them back 3rd and goal.
And he said that play was D-U-N done.
Yes. It's Ball State spelling right there. Right. Yes.
Well, the Wildcats have scored 93% of the time in the red zone. Will it be a field goal or a touchdown?
Ball's out.
Looks like ball is out. Well, got it back, though.
He got it.
Komolafe at the bottom of the pile is there. So Northwestern will try for 3 on a long drive to get him down there.
Yeah, safe call, smart call there by Zach Lujan, offensive coordinator. Don't take any risks. They were initially showing just a 3-man rush. They brought one linebacker to make it a conventional 4-man rush. Zone behind. Let's get the points.
37-yard try, 32-yard try for Jack Olson. And it is good. So the 12th homecoming for Penn State. Gorgeous day in Happy Valley. A little bit of a disgruntled feel pregame. A little disgruntled feel after the first drive for Penn State that led to a Drew Aller pick. Northwestern cashed in, 12 play. 7.5-minute drive led to 3 points on the Olsen field goal. Luke Akers to kick it away. With Penn State chasing 3. And through the back. So Penn State fans have been calling for it. Give the ball to Katron Allen. Almost 7 yards per carry. Nick Singleton is more of their outside highway type runner. And it was Allen who they gave the ball a bunch to in that first drive.
Yeah, in that first drive, 3 carries for 15 yards, averaging 5 per. So just under that, almost 7 yards per carry. And you know, James Franklin was interesting talking to him yesterday. It was just like, hey man, it's just, you know, you just trust Nick Singleton to do so many good things.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Receiving team number 87. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down. That's number 87's first unsportsmanlike of the game.
Andrew Rappelier, their tight end playing on special teams, backs Penn State up instead of the true touchback.
Yeah, uncharacteristic right there. They've been doing a lot of damage on special teams. They obviously had the onside kick given up against them last week. They cleaned that up right there. They were aligned in a totally different look for Northwestern. And then the uncharacteristic penalty by Rappelier.
3 penalties, 27 yards for Penn State. Late in this first quarter. Aller after the pick. Plants one underneath, and Northwestern likes to rally to the middle and underneath. That's That's where they kept that ball.
Yep, so that was kind of the Oregon plan for Northwestern. Make them check it down, keep everything in front of us, keep 2 safeties as deep as possible, and try to eliminate the talents of Kyron Hudson, Devontae Ross, Trevor Pena downfield.
Test for Allard today, right? Against play it safe type defense.
Be patient, be accurate, play in rhythm.
He hasn't always been accurate this year in the short passing game. He was on first down. And he kills this play on 2nd and 4. And got him to a run. And there is a first down. Kaytron Allen, the man we were just talking about, almost 7 yards a carry.
And there's more than 7 right there. You heard the kill, kill, kill. Basically changing one run to the other run. They must have been wanting to run this in the direction of Najee Story there, 95, in a different technique. And a great job getting vertical with power, as Kaytron Allen often does.
He loves a dirty box. He loves when the big body's in there, and he runs right into the middle of the Northwestern defense. There he is outside. And he's nice open field tackle by Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Robert Fitzgerald, no relation. Physical guy. Their leading tackler coming top down. And that's what he does. Full speed, run through physical tackle, getting a big man to the ground.
Went to the box, chaos, and then they went outside.
Bounce it outside the box.
1 minute to go in this first quarter. 2nd and 6 after the nice play by Fitzgerald. Quick toss out. Trevor Pena is run down. Mac Uline buzzing out to the flat to bring up 3rd down.
Really nice play by Uline. This guy he feels like he's a step ahead of everybody else. You'll see 37 right here. Play it with him. There's pullers. There's a bunch of traffic in front of him. That's really hard for that guy to be convinced that that ball's going outside. Great job. No hesitation.
Speeding out there to make it 3rd down and 5. With less than 20 seconds to go in the quarter. They will have to snap it here. Play clock and game clock, 5-second difference. Here is that 3rd down. And Allen over the middle and off target, but a twisting catch made. Devontae Ross adjusts to bring an end to the first quarter with a 1st down.
Great adjustment by Devontae Ross, as you said, just a little bit behind him. Taking the first quarter to the 2nd quarter. Somebody's got to make a play for him, and Devontae Ross was that man.
A replay looks at every play, of course, but took a long, hard look at this one during the break, and Devontae Ross did catch it. Kept that off the turf. 1st down. Drive survives for Penn State to start the 2nd.
Yeah, his bicep and that little shoulder brace he had on kept it up off the grass. No doubt about that one.
Northwestern turned an Oriadei interception into 3 points in that first quarter. Penn State ran just 10 plays. This is their 11th of the game. And Allen running through, arm tackle to the outside. There's the power.
There it is, no doubt it. Michael Kilbane in pursuit, ran through an arm tackle of the down lineman. Again, the power of Kaytron Allen is just so impressive. And this is a look at Anto Sacco, one of their best players on defense. An edge presence. Their version of Deni Dennis Sutton being out is a big deal.
Gave it a go in warm-ups. Lower body injury keeps him out. Backwards, funky formation. Clifford has to pull it down and run instead of throwing, and he took a pop from Brendan Flakes, who lets him know about it. And he's got the Chia Pet helmet, too, with grass in his face mask.
Really good decision by Clifford. It's a backwards pass. They were trying to set up a trick play to 16. Khalil Denkins, to see him sneaking out of the backfield. You see this Northwestern coaching staff on the sideline. Everybody was aware over the top of it. Really good decision that time by Liam Clifford.
So still getting the grass out of the helmet. He takes a breather on the 3rd down and 3.
This is a 13 personnel here, 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Allen spreads him out. Quick pitch. Pena spins out of there and is greeted by Wallace. He's got the 1st down. Quick feet. Pena keep the drive moving.
Really good location by Drew Allers, and the screen pass has to be thrown to the perfect spot. You get a couple tight ends out there, and Pena does the rest. Northwestern swarming to the ball. No false steps on this Northwestern defense almost ever. That means they're well coached.
And they've been coached today, Mark, to watch Pena, and that's a clue as to where the play is going for Penn State. Got a high alert of 8 for Penn State. Now, this is opposite of Pena. It's a run for Allen. And as James Franklin said, he's been the workhorse early on. 6 yards on that pickup.
Making a commitment so far on the day. 7 attempts, 39 yards. Again, a 2-to-1 ratio between him and Singleton is the goal today.
Aller keeps himself first down as he slides to the 20 with a fresh set for Penn State.
Good awareness this time by Drew Aller. It's covered. We say they're going to make a play top down. Right here they had no check down, nobody available, so he is the check down. Replaces the linebackers dropped up. You see 37 in his zone coverage, 33 plus as well. Rally to get the big, thick, hard to tackle Drew Aller on the ground.
And he used his big body to run for as many yards as he ever has last week. Got 10 on that play. And brings up an 11th snap of this Penn State drive. He gives. It's Allen. Stiff arm out. Shoulder pads down. And he rumbles ahead for 9 more.
This little mid-zone version. Kaytron Allen presses it, and then watch the backside blocks here, this time by 16 Dinkins, washing it down. Haggerty, no chance.
And it's wide open to the edge for an Allen touchdown. He kicks the door down for the first time today for Penn State.
Use up the tempo, they get up going fast. Northwestern not aligned, they miscommunicate. That is a gash set up by the body blow. Kaytron Allen delivered the previous 3 runs.
Well, you said 2-to-1 on that ratio.
Might be a little different.
It's 9-0.
That's where they want it.
So Penn State has listened to their fans about the distribution with the running backs. Fans here have been calling for it for a few weeks. Kaytron Allen touchdown. Guy dressed like that is happy.
That guy's happy. You dap up the cheerleader, give the hi-ya. You get dapped up by your head coach. And this crowd is loud. They're always here. They're passionate. They're passionate. A little bit of a Bronx cheer. I don't know what the Philadelphia or Pennsylvania version of a Bronx cheer, but
you got an alliteration
now you give it to Kaytron Allen.
Anything with a P or an F floating through your head over there?
It's not appropriate.
We've had our one. Mark, can you yodel for me here?
Yeah, this reminds me of that Price is Right game. What was it called? The Cliffhanger? Is it Cliffhanger with the yodeler? Start high and then yodel, on right. Penn State, everything in front of them, one snap at a time. Clemson in Texas, not so sure that's the same case.
Thanks for committing to the bit. James Franklin, his first year and his second year, lost to Northwestern. It's every 10 years type of deal for Northwestern, winning here. 2004, 2014, now in 2025. They'll try to pull an upset again on a hard crack on a 6-yard run for Kumalafe.
Dominic DeLuca, they brought right inside. Here is 0, opening up the gate for Amari Campbell, 24, then to open up 17, Woosley coming top down and physical.
So 6-yard pickup into the teeth of Woosley and DeLuca for Northwestern. After a 12-play drive the last time they touched it, led to 3. Switch the back, and they give it to him. It's a big hole up the middle. Back-to-back runs for Kumalafe, first down.
Kumalafe is physical, the Katy native, 5'11", 210, and that's a great indication. When he knows it's time to go north, I Why go north and get every inch?
I hate to break it to you, they're actually going south here.
Don't be technical. Vertically in some direction towards his goal line, that's north. In football lingo, that's north. Go north.
Had to. I do what you want. He's a north-south guy, not an east-west guy. Go a lot better. The 1st and 10. Play fake. Stone gets out of there. Calling for a man. Now he calls his own number. And out of bounds with a few yards.
Well protected that time. Penn State just bringing 4. They played zone behind it. Nothing open. Really good patience by Preston Stone there. Probably could have bit a couple more yards out of that, but he's doing a smart thing, protect himself here early on.
It's been a thing for him all year.
Yeah, just knowing when to go, where to go. Really got off to a rough start at Tulane. Turning the ball over. Really did not take care of it at all. When he does, as Coach Barnes going to take a timeout, when he takes care of it, they win.
Northwestern, their second of the half.
So 1 timeout left for the Cats. And Stone has played turnover-free the last 2 weeks. And the Wildcats have won 2 in a row, to your point.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout. Just looked like they didn't have the exact look they wanted there defensively. They subbed in, and so Penn State matched them, made them kind of think a little bit late into the play clock. Good use of that timeout.
Mark, how about this split? 13 runs, 6 passes for Northwestern.
Yeah, we knew that coming in. Really, both teams, it seemed like they wanted to establish the run. Northwestern, that's what they do, and be very prudent in taking the risks of taking the shots downfield. If it's not there, a little quarterback run, as we saw, to set up this 2nd and 7 by Preston Stone, or check it down.
So run the ball well and then do that.
Yeah, take care of the rock, and that's exactly what we were talking about earlier. When he's clean, they're good, and they throw it on the Nittany Lion.
Blitz are coming. Well, you can see them nosing, but they drop him out of there. Just a quick pass out for Elegon. And Elegon was the man pointing out that pressure, and a flag comes out at the end of that play.
Just late, unnecessary roughness, I believe.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit, defense number 10, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So DeJuan Lane was that man who showed blitz, dropped out of it, and then just played it a little bit too long. Looked like Elegon was turned back. I know head coach James Franklin will disagree with that. You can see Davion Collins has him wrapped up, stopped his forward progress. They had blown the whistle. DeLuca pulls up. Lane did not.
So the 4th penalty for Penn State. And the 4-zip in penalties. Northwestern has played penalty-free.
Unbalanced.
And running right up the middle and denied Dennis Sutton. Over from that overloaded side makes the play.
He can flex, man. You make this play. He's trying to get blocked by that backside tight end and just runs through the would-be block. This guy just has to do this every single play. Strain. When you're a great player, what we see earlier, you've got a screen, you got a hard count, you're gonna get held. Run through it. Keep playing.
Hasn't always.
Sometimes he does that.
Yeah,
exactly.
hasn't always fought through it this year. Been a hot start. And not quite as impactful the last couple weeks in losses. And Dennis Sutton, they run away from him this time. And 2 yards for Hyman. It's a 3rd down and long for Northwestern.
Kind of in this no man's land. They do have the potential of a field goal situation based on how much they get here, but wouldn't be surprised at all, kind of in this no man's land, that this is a 2-play situation here. Offensive coordinator Zach Lujan will have some options.
What do you like?
Well, if you're, the decision's already made. If they're going for it, just run to your base, maybe 3rd and mediums, or a 1st down, run down type of play, knowing that you're going to go for it on 4th down. We'll see what Veda said.
It's a pass design. It's a setup for Hyman, who turns the corner. He's got a 1st down. They only needed the one play to convert. No fourth down decision needed.
No, not necessary. Great job, Caleb Tiernan. Watch the left tackle. 72 right here. Play it with him. A little slider. The screen to Hyman. Look at the big man out there running. That is a big time block and finish in space on Kenny Woosley. That is 6'7", 325. Is that a first down? It is. It is.
Confirmed.
It's confirmed by Joseph.
So Northwestern picks it up and are now inside field goal range. For the 1st and 10. It's a play fake to Hyman. Stone off his back foot. He's got a man. That's a touchdown. Wildy behind the defense. A 29-yard connection and a Northwestern lead.
Their best cover guy right here, A.J. Harris. Wildy, a little post look and the corner route. He loses Harris. Harris slips right at that break point, anticipating the drag, and Wildy to the house.
And stick in the landing. Stone and Wildy have been on the same page really quickly in their first year working together. And in a big-time environment in the Big Ten, in 29 yards. Northwestern with their second lead of the afternoon. It's a short kickoff. And a returnable kick for Penn State. And Corey Smith is out of the first surge and out near the 40-yard line. Good return from Smith, 34 yards on the bringback, and this was the sequence that set up the touchdown.
Yeah, setting up the touchdown. Caleb Tiernan, the lead block by the left tackle. Joseph Hyman, the second on the 3rd down conversion, and then the hard sell play action pass. We run the ball, we run the ball, we run the ball. Let's take a shot to our guy, Griffin Wildy, South Dakota State transfer against Georgia.
Rabbit got the dog.
Rabbit got the dog.
That was a heavy dose of Allen that last drive for Penn State, and this is going nowhere. Devontae Ross is taken down in the backfield with Kilbane up making a play.
Just a little counter action play they run periodically, just a little cross and buck action. There's so much toss sweep, outside action. Sometimes it's Pena, sometimes it's Ross. Really well defended by Northwestern.
Kilbane got him for a loss of 2. He's benefited a bunch. Playing with Aiden Hubbard and Anto Saka this year. Here's Singleton for the first time. They go to Singleton, and Northwestern ready for him on the edge. It's 3rd down.
And this guy's going to play his tail off, you know, having been challenged. They're roommates, they're friends, but when you're challenged and this guy's a competitor, he'll rise up. He will rise up to match every inch that Katron Allen has to this point.
Yeah, you wonder confidence level.
I think if you're a competitor and Nick Singleton is, he'll rise.
His first carry of the day comes more than midway through the 2nd quarter. It's a 3rd down. Drew Aller to throw. Looking sideline, a juggling play is knocked out of there. Josh Fussell back in there after injury, punched it out.
This guy is a good football player, man. 6 foot, 195. Just gonna end up being a 3-man rush. Watch him pop out a little spy. Good location by Drew Aller. Eyes, eyes, eyes. Watch his eyes. Kyron Hudson. Eyes not on the ball. Eyes see ball hit, hands to tuck. Miss.
Mark, we were talking about it yesterday, the size of Hudson. Oh, that's on the ground, and a turnover. Wagner muffed it. Penn State's on top of it. A critical mistake for Drew Wagner.
Washington here. Elliot Washington, the second 9, who kind of just nudges right here. Northwestern into Northwestern. You got to communicate that as the returner. Be loud Got to get out of the way as it is. First attempt, Penn State.
First Northwestern turnover in 3 games. Give Drew Aller in the Penn State offense. Excellent field position. It's Aller out the back door. And he made one man miss. He picked up 5 yards after the takeaway on special teams for the Nittany Lions.
Defensive coordinator Tim McGargle was worried about tackling Drew Aller, 6'5", 235. He's rangy, but he's also, just when he gets pointed the right direction and going, he is hard to get to the ground. That represented their gain of 4.
He's like, man, there's 2 backs, and then you got to go tackle big quarterback too. That's not fair. This is Singleton. He hits the hole hard. He has a first down. He said he'd be confident. He was his first 2 carries.
Aiming point. That's the answer right there for Nick Singleton to get vertical. Vertical, vertical, vertical. No bounce. That has been his issue. If it wasn't clean, he'd bounce it right there. That A-gap is your aiming point, and hit it. A nice, clean box. First down.
Okay, now, he's the outside runner. Typically, outside the tackles last year, he was 9 yards a carry. They want him to be a little more interior focused like he was there. And Singleton's got it again. Stretching out to the edge, and Braden Turner is ready for him outside.
Really nice defense right here by Northwestern. They're saying, hey, man, we are going to play over the top and make you earn it. Then that's what Penn State saw. You saw him kill, kill, kill to the run against that clean look. Defending.
Singleton straight ahead one more time. You can hear those pads popping.
Northwestern is a proud defensive unit. David Braun, a proud defensive guy. Tim McGargle, all chiseled out of the Pat Fitzgerald mold. When you talk to Mac Uline or Sadowski or Bruss, I mean, it's like blocks of granite that just copy each other.
That's like Bryce Gallagher and Xander Mueller have been right in that factory, leading the way for Mac Uline to come out of that. David Braun, Tim McGargle, Pat Fitzgerald mold. And that hit brought up a 3rd down and 6. Aller rolls it out. Aller looking to throw back. Nothing there. He takes off himself. He's got blockers. Can he get all the way there and use the big body to lunge ahead for a first down and goal?
Aiden Hubbard does a really nice job. 91 here defends the screen. They're trying to throw a throwback screen. 91 says, hey, I know this trick. I know this trick. Really good reaction right here. Drew Aller gets something out of it, and even better, first down and goal. Protect that rock. Protect it. Protect it. Fitzgerald's coming.
He bows under, fakes it, and throws it short. Ooh, those are the ones Drew Aller has to have. He misses Singleton, and it's 2nd down.
That's just one of those ones you can just reach out there and hand it to him virtually, and the football gods make you earn every inch. Just run through it. Again, he's kind of sliding to even that kind of throw. You got to run and finish to your target, hips to your target. Just missed.
It's a run on 2nd and goal. Fitzgerald up to stick it. He loves to fit the run from safety. 3rd down.
Yeah, 6 foot, 210. The Dallas native just shot out of a cannon right here. That guy, he'll come from the top down right there. It's right at the point of attack. Him on Singleton again. Don't forget, Singleton's 225.
Giving up 15 pounds, Fitzgerald brings him down to take this to the 2-minute timeout. So unrest for this crowd leading into the game. Some unrest in this first half at 10-7 away.
We talked about Preston Stone playing cleanly. If he can play as clean as Mike looks, they got a shot.
Well, it was a special teams turnover for Northwestern that had Penn State down here, and they are stopped on 3rd down. Northwestern's defense on the goal line brings it up to a 4th and goal.
Be interesting here. This decision is already made to basically run a goal line short yardage run and now get to a version of a 2-point play. You've already decided you're going for it. Make Northwestern play the long field. You still have all 3 of your timeouts is what James Franklin is thinking right here instead of taking the points. And again, Penn State does get the ball first in the second half.
And this play blown dead. Timeout.
Before the ball was snapped, timeout, Northwestern, their and final, charge timeout. 30-second timeout.
Good burst and perfect timing there from head coach David Braun. Get the look, see exactly what they're trying to do to you. That looked like the beginning of a goal line play action pass. And now see how Penn State responds if they stick with what they originally had called, or the offensive coordinator Andy Kotelnicki goes into his 2-point play basket here at the 2-yard line. You've got a certain number of plays as 2-point plays that are also good for third or fourth down here.
How many would you usually have on your card?
Keeps getting bigger, with the advent of the extended overtimes. You got to get bigger. Back in the old days, it was 3. Now it's 10.
Let's see if they stay with that first option. Play action pass is what they showed. And it's a quick pitch out. Singleton to the edge, wins the foot race. Nick Singleton gives Penn State the lead late in the first half.
Nick Singleton doing what he does best. Watch this, just a track meet to the end zone. Rapelier, 87. Khalil Dinkins, 16, clean and setting the edge.
So off the special teams takeaway, off the muff from Wagner, it's a 4th down and goal that comes down to Penn State. This.
Right there, just miscommunication. Drew Wagner to his blocking protector, and Nick Singleton says, "Thank you very much. I'll take that to the house off the short field on 4th down."
So it was heavy Kaytron Allen. Then Nick Singleton had that drive where he was heavily featured with 7 carries.
Yeah, almost even carry-wise. You see again the production from Kaytron Allen and Nick Singleton in his quote-unquote defense right there. A lot of short yardage runs, large box, big body situations where those aren't going to be explosion runs.
119 and no timeouts for Northwestern. This is a touchback from Bosu. 3 timeouts for Penn State. Now a question of aggression.
Yep. We'll see what Northwestern does here. You would anticipate them being conservative, and now flip to Coach Franklin. This is a time where he could steal a possession and again get another short field cheap one, knowing you're going to get the ball first in the second half. Try to get as many points, as many possessions as possible, pending Preston Stone and the Northwestern offense.
Penn State basically trying to triple up, not even double up. The late score in this half, 3 timeouts. See what Preston Stone and the Northwestern offense have to say about that. They do run it, and Penn State is all over it, and there's the timeout. Xavier Gilliam makes the stop on Komolafe.
Penn State, their first of the half.
And there's the first time out of the half. Tomorrow on Fox, Dak and the Cowboys take on the Panthers, or Matthew Stafford and the Rams battle the Ravens or other regional action. Check local listings for the game in your area tomorrow on Fox.
How's Micah Parsons doing for my Cowboys?
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
No, you didn't. Looked pretty good in Green Bay.
That's your squad, right? At least you're happy. At least you're happy.
Cowboy fans are everywhere now.
Well, I'm old. I'm going back to the Roger Staubach days.
You got some blood pressure going there. All right, so Penn State did take that first time out to stop it. Hoping for 2 more stops to get it back after Singleton just gave him the lead.
Komolafe and Welsing in there as chippers, protectors.
And King Mack coming on a blitz. And that is swallowed up, but a flag is out. Fisher and Collins up to make the hit.
Yeah, Fisher Zariah Fisher, 36, in here with a face mask. Here he is right here at the bottom of the screen, shedding the block. And no doubt about that one in Komolafe's grill. And that will be the first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 36, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
The grab and twist, even though he got out of there. Face mask first down. So
The clock will start on the snap.
so that changes the decision making.
Yep, now just you're getting out of it. James Franklin wisely tried to again, steal that extra possession, the penalty right there. Now Northwestern won't have to execute anything, just protect the rock and get to the second half if you're David Braun.
You understand why James Franklin's shaking his head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those penalty numbers, 5-0. More penalties.
Go 2 minutes.
Yep. And it's over the middle. It's caught. Shy of the first down for Komolafe. Remember, no timeouts. The Wildcats, minute with the clock winding.
101 and counting. Preston Stone can do this. SMU transfer obviously has the skill to play a no-huddle situation.
It's Komolafe, met by Toluco. Sticks his nose in there to fill the run and stop the first down.
Dominic DeLuca right there, just physical. The zero, the 3-time captain. Again, if you're just tuning in, Tony Rojas out for the year. Zero right there, filling in big time.
Did give it to him on the first down. Even on the big DeLuca hit, and Stone retreats and gives it to the sideline. Stop the clock, 38 seconds.
Wise. Yep, don't take a shot. Don't take a risk on that first down play. You had Durant in the backfield. You had denied Dennis Sutton in the backfield. Let's play the next play.
David Braun does have a little bit of a secret weapon in his back pocket with Luke Akers, who is their long-range field goal guy. Usually they use Jack Olson in the short and mid-range. If they can get another first down here, they're in possible field goal range for Akers. Crowd rises up on a second down and 10. It's a screen for Hyman. This worked on their last touch, and he's got another first down, and he's into field goal range.
Yeah, Penn State missed the line. There had nobody on the slot receiver that time. It was Albright, and they threw the screen right behind it. Really well executed.
Stone working fast. He steps away from pressure, and it's incomplete. Zariah Fisher in his face.
Zariah Fisher trying to make up for that face mask penalty. You get 1 sack in this situation. It's like a 90-some% chance that the drive is dead. And this guy at 33 pumped up the rush. 36 multiple times the backfield. St. Durant 28. They're rotating their fresh pass rush. Now they have some, who's it, Blanding in there, 39, and Wayful.
For the most part, Northwestern has kept Stone clean. Just 1 sack, but a lot of pressure. DeLuca walked up to the line. He's coming. Stone gets away, but nobody there, and a flag is out with Stone taking a big shot.
It's going to be Fisher again, and this is a late hit. It's roughing the passer. It looked like he just ran through him late. Watch him on the twist. He's going to end up inside.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 36, high hit to the quarterback, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
He said high hit to the quarterback. Let's see it from this angle. A little bit to the face. You just can't hit the quarterback after that second step. Preston Stone feeling it, but he'll take that all day long and setting him up in the red zone, 1st and 10. And I understand why Zariah Fisher is unhappy there, but that second step hit too much.
So Fisher out, Stone stays in through gritted teeth.
And you talk about flipping a field. They're inside the 30, have him stopped with his face mask penalty. Now we're inside the 20 with a roughing the pass.
2 big penalties set Northwestern up in a good spot to score before the half. Stone back to the bench.
Denied Dennis Sutton. Just always in the quarterback's mind, you see Preston Stone just a little hitch in his giddy up right there. He doesn't look 100% to me all day long. Tough kid.
We even saw it on the first drive, kind of falling
really
away a little bit.
Looked like he almost caught his cleats maybe in the turf, and just something is not right about his body, but he's making wise decisions. Dom DeLuca trying to ruin his day.
9 of 15 for Stone, over 100 yards in this first half, including the touchdown to Wilde. Wilde's down on the bottom side, his favorite target. On second down, looking back shoulder, it's knocked away. Elliott Washington with the tight coverage.
Good job in protection this time by Hyman. Blitz with DeLuca coming, and another one-on-one opportunity outside. Really well defended by Washington. Northwestern fans will talk about that right hand of Washington, and there was a little grab there, but not really enough to get a flag. That wasn't really a catchable ball type situation with the way the route was run more than anything else.
On a 3rd and 10. Stone escapes. He's got to get out of bounds, and he does. With 6 seconds on the clock, he got blasted by DeLuca. And he keeps the chance of 3 points alive by just getting out.
Yeah, DeLuca lit him up inbounds. Watch 0. He's in coverage out here to the right. He is inbounds. Both of his feet are inbounds. That is a legal shot. Preston Stone got out of bounds and earned it.
So a 34-yard try for Olsen at the end of the half. And to make it a 1-point game. And Jack Olsen puts it through. So 2 big penalties plus Stone, Komolafe, and Hyman moving the ball down. And Northwestern down just 1 on the road in Happy Valley.
Right there you could see James Franklin pointing to the edge of that kick. Looked like Northwestern got away with a hold off the edge, and was talking to the officials between that after you get those, in his mind, kind of a nickel-dime situation on the roughing the passer. But no doubt about that first face mask that got this kind of drive started and allowed Northwestern to capitalize.
He's got to be saying, man, 6 penalties one way, 0 the other way.
Yep. Yeah, it looked like Davion Collins was the guy coming off the edge that got held.
The 2 against Penn State on that drive legit, the face mask and the hit to the quarterback. They wanted that one back after the field goal for Olsen makes it 14-13. We saw Corey Smith with a big return the last time that Northwestern kicked to him. And he's back deep again with 3 seconds on the clock. And Akers hoping he doesn't get a chance to touch it. And they do kick it to the up men, and that'll run out the clock. So back and forth first half, 14-13 to the locker room. Penn State, a 3-touchdown favorite, leading by 1, getting the ball out of halftime. So Allen and Singleton with rushing touchdowns for Penn.
Those kind of little details that can make a huge difference.
Penalties, no fun if you're Penn State, but Katron Allen, he's been the one. He's been the one back today. It's not 1A, 1B.
As advertised, the difference was made. The reps went differently, and it was hard sailing at first. He ran very well, the cutback, and then the tempo play right here to Pater, gaping hole, wide open, and the touchdown celebration from Katron Allen.
Kicking that door down, and Singleton and Allen both with touchdowns, and Penn State will get it first in this second half. Akers to kick off to Smith, and here we go. And it is into the end zone. Just a bit inside. Flag is down, you're right. back where that kickoff happened.
So the officials responded with that'll be a procedure penalty against Northwestern.
Illegal formation. Kicking team number 18 was further than 5 yards back of the kick spot. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
Penn State upset. It was 6-0, and the official said, "We'll show you." First play of the half.
1 for 5. The innocent little 1 for 5. That you have to be inside 5 yards. You don't get a head start in the old days. The track start. Got to be inside that line. Most smart guys at Northwestern.
Well, after a low passing number for Aller in the first half, they keep it on the ground. Just 35 passing yards for Aller on 6 of 9 in that first half.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of that all night long as Penn State's going to go fast. Katron Allen against Mac Uline.
Limit is back-to-back carries for Katron Allen into the back of his own guys. And it's Braden Bruss over this time. 3rd down.
Anthony Dunko in there. Again, they're rotating, mixing and matching offensive linemen. Sometimes 6 in there. And still trying to find that magic combination. Started Shanahan at right guard, Rucci at right tackle.
But Dunko still limited today. He only played 14 snaps against UCLA last week. And Cooper Cousins out on that offensive line. Some of their depth for Penn State.
Line's coming.
Back Bruss out of there. 5 coming. Aller away from the pressure and a first down. Puts it on target to Devontae Ross in this opening drive of the half. Carries on.
Good protection that time by that Penn State offensive lineman. By that offensive line, a little twist along with the pressure brought by defensive coordinator Tim McGargle. Brought Uline and picked it up. First down.
Well, remember, coming out of half here, Penn State, they've got to be perfect to get to the college football playoff starting today after 2 early losses in Big Ten to Oregon and UCLA. Northwestern going for 3 wins in a row. On a first down. Aller dumps it short. Did he get underneath it? He did not. Hudson had that touch grass. Incomplete pass, 2nd down.
Right there, Aller. They did a really good job. Northwestern dropped the D lineman. I think it was Hubbard to the boundary underneath the slant. He wanted to throw the slant, but the D lineman was in the throwing lane and then probably got away with a couple of offensive linemen downfield there. As it stands, an incomplete pass. Nobody hurt. You see 91 in space right there. See the ball. Yeah, tip on the ground.
2nd down and 10. Pressure coming with Fitzgerald up the gut, and Allen skipped away from the free man. Northwestern rallies up with their backers. 3rd down again.
Tim McGargle coming out swinging, the defensive coordinator bringing pressure. Kind of had to make a decision here. Again, is Katron Allen and his ability to break tackles, run the rock. We saw on full display in that first quarter. Got to make a determination here to bring pressure and put the secondary at risk. Right here, 5 up, right on the line of scrimmage.
So Northwestern showing 6 this time, bringing some heat. And they got to Aller and forced an off-target throw. Aller hit by Braden Bruss, the linebacker, coming right up the gut, and it's 4th down.
Really good disguise and design. As you said, the twist is going to be right in his lap. They end up with the 5 up. The 6th defender there is Bruss. Bruss, along with Callan Campbell, make Drew Aller throw it faster than he wanted to.
So Northwestern gets their stop. Wosu punts it away, and Wagner runs away from it. And Northwestern will be pinned back deep in their own territory. Inside the 1, Davion Collins, who was in on the muffed punt earlier, downs it on a 55-yard boomer from Wosu. 99-yard. Preston Stone back out for the Wildcats to start the second half after he was on target to Hyman and Wilde a couple of times to drive him down that first half.
Yeah, that dig route really got the drive going, and this was the corner route, best on best, trying to quiet this Beaver Stadium crowd.
Well, they are in his ear hole as much as they have been all day, down in front of the student section. And they run it to get him out of the shadow of their own end zone. Komolafe for 4.
Komolafe, again, decisive and vertical. That time he went north.
He is going north, cardinal direction-wise.
Just really good awareness of where you are on the football field, what is blocked for you, and getting every inch of it.
Do you pick up a compass at halftime?
You're my compass. You're my guidance.
Glad we're back home together this week. 2nd and 6. As that student section continues to bring it down on this end, and it's back-to-back runs and right up the gut. Northwestern finds themselves some space backed up. This one goes for 8 and a first down for Komolafe.
Beautiful design. Watch Albright, 86, playing fullback and fitting up on the backside backer. Komolafe getting his hip pocket. Good job being vertical, again, urgent, getting back north as quickly as possible, seeing any air, and a big first down for Northwestern, getting off the goal line.
The Wildcats and Zach Lujan, their offensive coordinator, love to use tight ends. Lawson Albright, he's their best run blocker in that group for this run-first offense that is finally slowed down by Zane Durant.
Zane Durant right here, they said he was the vocal guy that helped everybody to flip the script. Right here in the front. Slip the block, runs through the little mini hold, and a takedown.
That's what you're talking about with Dennis Sutton, right?
Yep.
You got to play through some of those.
Yep.
Durant, guy lined up next to him, shows it on a run that goes for no gain. Stone to throw. Sutton coming. Dennis Sutton didn't get there, and Stone runs away from him, and Submarines ahead for a 6-yard pickup.
We talked about this earlier. No check down available to Drew Allard. He ran for the first down. Right here, Preston Stone had no check down, had a void in the coverage. Playing a little man match on the backside. There was nobody for him. Really smart, really aware. Set up a 3rd and 3.
Run here.
It's, yeah, they've again, trying to see what they're on here. We got 17 down the bottom, Wilde outside.
Elegon motions out, and Collins picked him up. Pressure on Stone, and at the feet, it's incomplete. Zariah Fisher charging ahead to apply the pressure on Stone.
Zariah Fisher legally, right? Legally applying that pressure. They're going to try to hit the shallow route to the tight end, who is wide open. But Zariah Fisher says, you don't have time for that.
Penn State, number 5, became 56. Penn State.
Hunter Welsing would have had a first down, but Fisher stopped any chance of that. And Penn State will get it back from the Wildcats. And it takes a Northwestern hop, and you can't advance it after you make the signal.
Yeah, made a fair catch signal.
Devontae Ross blown dead on the touch. Well, debate worth having. What do you think?
Well, absolutely they are. I mean, mathematically, absolutely. And in Drew Allard's defense, that was a hard time, right? That was right after the UCLA game, a giant upset. But everything's in front of you. Earmuffs. Put on the earmuffs. Put on the blinders. Play this next play with everything you got.
If you win this one, you go to Iowa next. Bye week, then at Ohio State. Got Indiana too, and that's on target. And a good start to this drive as Ross turns it up. And a first down for Penn State, but you've got those big games ahead. But Northwestern is putting all stops to that with a 1-point game here.
Yep, speed cut right here. Devontae Ross Well timed that time by Drew Aller, out in rhythm and time, allowed him to square up, make a miss, and convert.
Monte Ross, 6 catches, the rest of the team with just 2. So they've got him back involved after 1 target last week. That was it. We're back to the run game. So with that conversation about the playoff, right? You can't have another loss for Penn State, including this one today, or it's all up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's almost freeing in a way. It sounds kind of counterintuitive, but you got theoretically nothing to lose if you're these guys. Again, one snap at a time. All you have to do is look back to last year, Ohio State, right? They weren't in the Big Ten championship game, won the national championship. None of that other stuff matters right there. The remaining schedule, that's for the fans, that's for us, that's for everybody else. For Drew Aller and company, 2nd and 8 is it.
They empty it out. Aller given time. Nobody open. Now he finds a man. It's Hudson along the sideline for a chain mover.
That was good defense by D coordinator Tim McGargle, and the veteran Aller was trying to throw the option route. Watch, this guy gets triple teamed. An inside backer, outside backer, defensive end drops out. I got to come outside to the former Trojan Kyron Hudson.
Mark, that's his first catch.
Kyron Hudson's good.
Yeah, first catch of the game.
Katron Allen's good.
They've wanted to get multiple guys going at the same time in the wide receiver room, and they haven't had that yet in their 2 Big Ten games. And Ross today. Now they got Hudson involved and a throwaway. Aller looked at Allen, and Allen was going to block.
Yeah, good rush that time by Aiden Hubbard. 2.5 sacks, 3.5 for loss, and that'll add to his hurry total right there in the backfield. Makes Aller uncomfortable, and yeah, just a little bit out of sync there with Katron Allen on when to turn it up and when to present himself as a viable option.
So Northwestern forces 2nd down. Penn State out of that original look. Bastone coming. Aller had to fire, and it's incomplete. Bastone was wrapping around that edge and forced Aller to fire it away for a 3rd down.
Carmine Bastone again, just a workman-like dude. Doesn't fill the stat sheet, but gets double teamed. He's a block eater for these running backs to flow off of, and right there became the pass rusher.
He's their best interior run player, and showed his 2nd best skill there to bring up a 3rd down and 10. Pena got out of there. Aller patiently working his way through, and it's Bastone riding his back again. Michael Kilbane there to help, and they are not saying Drew here in Happy Valley.
Now that 3rd and 10, they've had just a little bit of issues in pass protection on this drive. So they went the QB draw route. Northwestern on the spot, the twist game right into it, and got the big guy down.
So that front for Northwestern stands up to force the punt. Wagner let one bounce last time. Wosu will try to pin him again. And Wagner this time makes the catch. And not one to let them get pinned inside the 1 again. Again, only on Fox. Rematch of the national championship game from a couple years ago. Penn State's run more plays. They've had more of the clock, but they have not been able to separate. Northwestern's defense with a terrific stand. Get the ball back to Preston Stone, who fires away to Griffin Wilde, who can't get far away. He's roped down by Darius Dixon for a short gain.
And the ball popped out. Dixon popped it loose. Wilde on the scene and ended up gaining about a half yard. Lost the yardage of the pass on the fumble recovery. Just kind of a little drive starter, easy throw there from Preston Stone to his guy.
Well, this Northwestern offense has protected the ball as they have the last couple of weeks. 2 special teams mistakes, that's been it. One led to the Penn State touchdown that has had them in the lead since then. DeLuca coming on a blitz, and he is there to drill Pomalafe. He stood him up, and then Antoine Belgrave shorter dusted him off.
Jim Knowles setting the tempo here with the pressures. You said from DeLuca, it looked like Gilliam inside 54 as well in the backfield, turns it back right there. Missed tackle, spin move, and finish.
A loud side of the field, 3rd down and 8 for Preston Stone and the Northwestern offense. 4 men coming. Stone fires it in there, complete. That's his safety blanket, his favorite 3rd down target. Griffin Wilde moves the chains.
Zone defense here. Defensive coordinator Jim Knowles challenging. Says we've got to get the 4-man rush there. Just a little option route. Spins Darius Dixon around and moves the chains. Really well executed. 2 guys that have great chemistry together.
It's happened instantly. Impressive how quickly those 2 have connected. 12-yard pickup on 3rd down. Heim in the back, they switch him over. Fake it to him. And it's Wagner on the bubble. And a couple of nice blocks out there to clear some space on the edge for Drew Wagner.
Yeah, Lawson Albright, 86, was out in front of that. They brought edge pressure. Preston Stone sees the edge pressure and says, I'm going to fill it up with this screen outside. Watch 86. Finish with the flat back.
Albright has done a lot of the dirty work in the run game for Northwestern this year, showing his perimeter blocking skills for an 8-yard pickup. DeLuca coming again, running right into it. First down, Joseph Hyman. And Durant there to stop his progress. But another first down for Northwestern, their 2nd of the drive.
Really well designed, better blocking, and again Hyman just more physical than 190. Watches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders against 6 blockers. Amari Campbell has to fold over. The safety has to come out of the sky to make the play right there. It's King Mack, and he can't before they move the chains.
Remember, Mark, Jim Knowles told us, I'd put it on me. I didn't have answers last week. We wore that one hard. Northwestern has put together 2 first downs on his defense, and nothing doing there. Denied Dennis Sutton on Drew Wagner for no gain.
Good awareness on this perimeter again. These Penn State defenders are used to getting screened. Right there, denied Dennis Sutton on the scene, retracing his steps, runs down the line and finishes Wagner. Good job getting Wagner in that screen game. Him and A.D. Hayden Elegon have really stepped up their role when Griffin Wilde draws a double team. They've stepped up their game.
And Stone just flipped the formation, bunch to the wide side. And they run into the boundary. It's Hyman slithering through there. Saw his crease and hit it hard. That makes it 3rd and short.
Same thing, and they're going to just have to change something here defensively. Right here, again, it's just a numbers game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders and a tight end. Just get vertical. Watch the ability now here. They get it fit on that front side, cut it back to air. That defender has to make the play there. Zachy Wheatley from space. 6 has to come downhill. 3rd and 3.
And Wheatley here is lingering around the box. On this 3rd and 3, Hyman runs into a wall. Penn State gets their stop on 3rd down after they were just gashed. Amari Campbell, Zariah Fisher join the herd.
Amari Campbell in the backfield. Zariah Fisher, he, did some bad things there, doing some great things in the 2nd half, playing cleanly, and right there ending that drive. And already a minute left in the 3rd quarter.
And no points yet, either way. 14-13 at halftime. Trevor Pena is back for Penn State. 2nd straight drive, Northwestern picked up a couple of first downs. Got out of their own end zone twice, but it stalls just shy midfield. And this is stopped before the Akers punt with a delay.
Yeah, they were trying to. They may have had something going there.
The ball was snapped. Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
Saw the personal protector there checking the protection. Maybe they had a fake going in that kind of 4th and short, 4th and medium zone. Maybe they were just adjusting the protection and just took too long.
I think after the block punt too.
Yep. Now they hustle up the line and try to late sub.
Akers gets away a good one to Ross, who dropped it. Northwestern is there. Helmet flying, ball flying, Wildcats football.
James Franklin can't believe it. They got to stop defensively. They had exactly what they wanted. There was a penalty.
Penn State number 5 lost his helmet. Must leave the game for 1 play.
They brought a sub on late. They were a little bit confused. I think it was Reeder. And you can just see again, just unsound there by Devontae Ross trying to back up and pivot on that ball. And it's Reeder, 24 on the recovery.
Evan Smith with a big pop. Reeder with the recovery. And it is 1st down and goal, Northwestern. A big day for special teams. Blocked punt, Penn State. Muffed punt, Northwestern. Muffed punt, Penn State. Now the Wildcats a chance to take the lead. There's 3 touchdown underdogs on the road in Happy Valley.
We're talking about the spot here. There's confusion. Oh, now what happened there, I think they have right there, it's defensive number 5, Darius Dixon, and not Devontae Ross. His helmet came off.
It's a different number 5 that lost his helmet. He may remain in the game.
Do you think he went up
1st down?
I think he went up and said, hey, Devontae. And he said, no, I'm Darius. Stay in. You're fine.
I thought maybe Ross had talked his way back in to try to make up for the play, too. They confirmed it's Dixon. Here's Tomo Lape submarining ahead. Got a couple of yards in this final half minute of the 3rd quarter.
Just an unbelievable swing here. Northwestern's going to take this to the quarter most likely. And, James Franklin, they're going to go fast. Penn State is subbing, so they can have the time and ability to sub at a reasonable pace. And like we said, we're going to 4th. James Franklin told us, man, our special teams have been rock solid with the exception.
Extra shot of belief for David Braun and Northwestern into the 4th.
Ton of belief on this Wildcat sideline right there. It's like, guys, right what we talked about. Everything we talked about. We'll just go out here and out-team this Penn State unit.
The Big Ten Coach of the Year 2 years ago, David Braun. His team inside the red zone. A pop and a throwaway for Preston Stone. And a 3rd down and goal to start this 4th quarter.
I think they were trying either a little double move there or just got stoned on his release.
It's Hayden Elegon, Mark.
Yeah. This is an official's timeout for an injury.
And that explains it. Maybe a little cramp, maybe it was something in the calf. Because he kind of froze and looked like that, that type of thing happened. Watch as he releases, and then Preston Stone wisely grabbing that left calf. Hopefully he's something soft.
1 play into the 4th quarter. Hayden Elegon walking off the field by himself. That's good news. He's back on the Northwestern bench ahead of a 3rd down and goal after a muffed punt by Devontae Ross gave Northwestern a 1st and goal with a chance to take a lead. Thinking 6 over 3.
Single up top on Wildy.
Stone running out of room, and down he goes. Fisher in pursuit with Dennis Sutton.
Don't want to get in a drop back passing contest with these pass rushers. When they are clean, that Dennis Zariah Fisher in the backfield, and Preston Stone just not enough burst as he escapes there to get around the horn and throw it away. Should have just thrown it in row 2 and made this an easier field goal.
So Mark, instead of a 26-yard field goal, it's a 41-yard field goal on a 15-yard sack. So Jack Olson for the lead on the road in State College. And Olson delivers the lead for the Wildcats. A muff punt cast in for 3 points. Northwestern 16, Penn State 14. Early in the 4th as Akers kicks it away. And that will be brought out. That was a mistake. Another one on special teams. Tyler Holtzworth caught in between, and he was clobbered by Roth and the Wildcats.
Just trying to do too much, right? That's what happens in situations like this. You feel it. He's already made the decision. It's too deep. Kind of cashes it in, and then, man, that looks a lot like Devontae Ross turning backwards. You can still take the knee right there. Too late. Northwestern with the stop, big time stop by Roth.
Northwestern trying to win their 3rd game in a row and pull off a big upset as 3 touchdown underdogs. It's Allen in the flat, and he is stacked up. Yeah, the first hit from Braden Turner, and then everybody, all hats to the defense for Northwestern.
Little unbalanced screen, had unbalanced to the boundary there, had Katron Allen and Nick Singleton in the game at the same time. Right there, Singleton's going to come out.
Allen motions over Dinkins, his tight end. And they run to that direction, and Allen extra yard after original contact. But look at that again, Mark. There are 4 guys there for Northwestern to make the tackle.
Yeah, just really good team defense. Guys know the base play, that stretch play. Had to get the man upfield. I believe that was Aiden Hubbard that turned it back inside. And then that's one thing to turn back. Gatron Allen, then you got to get to the ground. 3rd and 5. See what offensive coordinator Andy Kotelnicki dials up.
2 punts out of halftime for the Penn State offense, and they face another 3rd down. Northwestern's been terrific on this money down. They're bringing those 4 guys, and Aller kept clean. It's Ross who can fly. He's in open space. Foot race. Can they catch him? He stumbles his way across the field, and he is inside the 20. 3rd and 5 turned explosive the other way. And Penn State right inside the red zone.
Key here, protection. 4-man rush, zone coverage. He starts here. Runs the shallow concept, the vertical push from Luke Reynolds. And then Ross does the rest. As you said, I thought it was gone right there. Great effort. That was Fitzgerald. Day-E both in chase mode, maybe touchdown saving tacklers.
TJ Shanahan pointing to Drew Aller after a 67-yard connection to Devontae Ross. The biggest play of this game for either team.
Yeah, probably almost doubling up Drew Aller's passing output to that point.
He's up to 131 after 67 yards through the air on that play. So a quick feeling flipper for this Penn State side. You just saw Northwestern take the lead. Up the middle, Allen with a burst. Allen driving to the goal line. He's in for a touchdown.
You had a feeling, guy. This guy was going to get the ball. Katron Allen possessed right there. Watch the cut right here at the end. Kyron Hudson with the escort.
The play is under further review.
Trying to save the touchdown. Let's see. That is going to be close. Really both knees to that point. Pretty Good look at this right here. Kyron Hudson, kick out. They'll put these together. It's going to be the right knee, I believe, is the first thing that hits. Left knee is up.
Probably got to take a look at it down the line and piece it together. Ruled a touchdown. So 87 yards on those two plays. The big pass play on 3rd and 5. 19-yard rushing touchdown for now. Mike, do you see this being upheld?
Yeah, I think that he is short. I think it's clearly short. You have to piece it together because you actually see from behind when the knee is down at the same time that the hand is down. So you look at it, and then when you see that the hand down there, you know the knee is already down. Even though you don't have a shot down the line to say precisely where it is, to me, if you piece those together, I think he's short.
Yeah, so the right knee for sure. And as Mike said, piece together the shot from this angle is a little bit more difficult, but the left, it looks like the left shin is up, the right knee is down. Put together wherever his right hand was, and we'll find out right now.
After review, the runner's knee was down with the ball a half yard short of the goal line. It will be 1st and goal.
That guy's going, you know who should get the ball here? It's Kaytron Allen.
What about the fan behind him?
She can't believe it. She didn't piece them together. She didn't have Mike Pereira.
She didn't have the line shot.
Yeah.
So 18 yards instead of 19 yards. And well, Northwestern made it tough on Penn State at the end of the half, the end of the first half, to cash in at about this distance. And over the top this time. Well, maybe he didn't get there. Yeah, he's short. 2nd down. Allen went plunging over the top, and he was stonewalled.
Big time physical play. Northwestern, their goal line unit, trying to match the 14 personnel, 1 back, 4 tight end unit. They're shifting a couple O linemen out, bringing in a different tight end. Let's look down the line and play line judge. And he appears short to me. The ball in that left hand, well defended, man.
So back up quickly to the line, and the entire Penn State offense pushing Aller toward the goal line, and still no signal. And he is in for a touchdown. So Drew Aller with the plunge ahead on the push. Now Penn State leads.
Kaytron Allen will gladly pass up this touchdown. Just the wad of humanity. Got to give center Nick Dawkins credit to get the push going. And 6'5", 235, Drew Aller finishing.
It did look like he was short there on the original search, but
yeah,
no way to.
It's impossible to.
Yeah. No way to fight through the bodies on review. And Penn State, 2 explosive plays on that drive. The walk-off in the 15th inning last night. Seattle was a scene. Toronto tomorrow night for game 1 on Fox. Northwestern chasing 5 points now. After the Drew Aller 1-yard touchdown run. Northwestern still in position to pull this thing off after leading a couple of times.
Got to put one together. Had really an ugly scoring drive the last time out. Lost 14 yards and kicked a field goal.
Yeah, the old 4-play, negative 14 play scoring drive. Gave him the 16.
Right where we want him.
Right. Gave him a brief 16-14 lead. Now on the road, Preston Stone through the noise. On 1st down. And he is on target, but Wilde dropped it. Might have heard some footsteps. Collins was coming.
Collins was coming, and that's like Haley's Comet. That was a dime from Preston Stone on their favorite route, the dig route. Maybe a half tick too late, getting inside that hash too far. And as you said, saw and heard some footsteps coming. Difficult to catch.
Haley's comment, the drop, right? Yeah, that's what he meant?
Yes.
Yeah, Wilde the sure-handed favorite target of Preston Stone with a rare one. On second down. Stone given time. Nobody open downfield, so it's Hyman for a short gain. A third down and 8 for Northwestern.
Getting pressure with a 4-man rush. His D coordinator Jim Knowles will be interesting what they do here. Usually in this case, he loves to voodoo up his 4-man rush and get someone to double team. In this case, it's Griffin Wilde. Take away your best guy. Let's find 17. He's up top in the slot. Preston Stone has to go to work.
And pressure shown, pressure coming. He gets it away. It's complete. It is Wilde. UID Wilde out of the slot. There he goes. Drive survives.
Filled up the blitz. Played man coverage. Just a slant route with outside leverage. Preston Stone and Wilde will execute.
They beat Woosley inside. A big third down pickup for Northwestern. Trying to snatch the lead back. Wilde back up in that same spot in the slot. But running with a burst for Joseph Hyman. Had a good day on the ground. He's close to a first down. Give him 8.
Yeah, this version of inside zone, Hyman has a great feel for it. They're doing a really nice job up front, getting the double team to the second level. Hyman pressing, bouncing it, pressing it, cutting it back, and getting every ounce. 2nd and 2 right here.
Northwestern wanted to get him in space today. They've sliced him between the tackles a couple of times also.
Man coverage here. Single high safety, 8-man front.
And all those big bodies, it almost broke. Ooh, shoestring tackle for Hyman. Even with 8 big guys up there, they still ran it in there.
Repeatedly, they've run to this open side. Sometimes it's been inside zone. This is more of a mid-zone. Hyman sees the cut right here, plants that right foot inside the big booty of Martez Lewis. First down.
I'll enjoy watching that back. Martez Lewis paving the path. Whatever it takes. 1st and 10. Wilde makes the catch. Collins swings him down, but not before another Griffin Wilde first down.
Yeah, it's basically undefendable when you have that timing, the comeback. Just a single cut. They brought the pressure from the outside. Davion Collins has to come downhill and ensure that Wilde doesn't break a tackle.
Wilde from FCS South Dakota State wanted to prove that he could play in the Big Ten in an environment like this.
And a quiet crowd.
And he has quieted the crowd in an environment like this. Something he's dreamed of for a long time. He's up at the top side. They run it again. It's Reeder. He is stopped. The edge set. Jalen Harvey got him.
Yeah, Harvey's got to be careful there not to get the Zariah Fisher late hit. It was just a little bit late there. The sideline erupted. It was a close one. The officials just talked to him.
The forward progress was stopped at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. Flag stayed in pocket. So 2nd and 10 with Como Lafe back in the game as the running back.
12 personnel, one back, 2 tight ends. Wilde down here at the bottom, singled.
He's on Collins. Stone looking to that matchup, and he threads it in there in tight space again. And Wilde said, oh yeah, I caught that with you right there.
Yep, had Harris earlier for the corner route touchdown. Convert on the 3rd down right here. Just a great slant route. Reset in a stem. You threaten the vertical. Get a Davion Collins pointed open, hips open, snap it across, and the dime to that downfield armpit from Preston Stone.
Wilde 7 catches for 94 yards plus that 29-yard touchdown. Northwestern on the march looking for the lead. Como Lafe right at the teeth of the Penn State defense. It depends on the spot, but he's right at the line to get with a 9-yard pickup.
And that'd be just short. And this is another one where if your offensive coordinator, Zach Lujan, you might be able to take 2 shots knowing you're going to go for it on 4th down, knowing you need a touchdown, setting all this stuff with a great run game.
A drive that's taken over 5 minutes. Here comes a 10th play of the drive. Northwestern threatening a lead again. Back-to-back Komolafe runs. And a 1st down and goal for the Wildcats.
Komolafe says, I got you. It was just neat to hear from Coach Braun, running back coach Aristotle Thompson, how much Cam Porter has coached these guys up. He's with them every day. Komolafe, Hyman, Reeder, coaching them up. You know, the guy's hurt, frustrated, 2nd year in a row, out for a long, long time. Says a ton about that young man.
Porter back home. Watching this game today as Komolafe and Hyman have played well in his place. And it's Komolafe into that unbalanced look. He breaks free. Touchdown Northwestern. Komolafe sneaks out of there. Wildcats in front.
It's a beautiful cut by Komolafe. We talked about this earlier with Hyman. He presses the hole, starts to cut it back, and then represses it front side. Is physical, and they're setting up in 2-point mode to try to extend it to a 3-point lead.
Komolafe making Cam Porter proud with another big run for a field goal lead for Northwestern. 3 tight ends in there. Komolafe just scored the touchdown, and he is upended. So 2-point try, no good. Penn State holds there, but not on Komolafe's 9-yard burst to give the Wildcats. David Braun had that look when we met with him last night of a true belief. There was nothing fake about it, but they could win here today, even though they were a 3-touchdown underdog. Hey, here we are.
Total confidence. The Uline family kind of saying their prayers there. But yeah, David Braun and that whole group very confident, very committed to the plan. Make it a little ugly, ground and pound. Right, they just took it down the field, did what they had to first. 2nd down, convert on 3rd, and Komolafe pays it off.
Northwestern is a team projected to win 1 game 2 years ago, won 8, went to the Las Vegas Bowl. They have been against the odds before, like they are today. Here they are up 1 in what was a season-turning moment, it feels like, for Penn State. With this not being called a fumble, the knee ruled down for Noah Whittington.
Knee was down with the ball at the 8-yard line.
And of course, Penn State went on to lose in double overtime. And you felt like you were right there. Yeah, that look on the face of the Nittany Lion fans. They go and lose to UCLA, struggling today in all those what-ifs of if you beat Oregon, how this might be different.
And now Drew Aller has his moment to avenge.
And a quick throw out, almost picked. That was almost undercut. Braden Turner came up and made the tackle after Kilbane almost went pick 6.
Kilbane almost had the D lineman dream on the edge there. They do this a ton. It's basically an exaggerated, run.
Tim McGargle, the defensive coordinator for Northwestern, former player for the Wildcats, won here in 2004. He delivered that message to his team last night that they can do the same thing with this group. Defense flying around for him today. Singleton underneath, and there's another rally up in front for Fitzgerald.
So good, man. This guy burst, square, finish, tackles Singleton to the ground. That is a big-time play and a ton of space. If he breaks that tackle, it would have been just like Devontae Ross, but with that long gain before 67.
Okay, here we go. That was a 3rd and 5. This is a 3rd and 4. Similar part of the field.
Zone.
1-point game, clock under 4 minutes.
Man rush, 3-man rush.
Aller steps in front of Kilbane. He's making a run for it, and he's not going to get there.
Guess who?
Mac Uline, the centerpiece of their defense, brings up 4th down. There is a whistle for Aller, who's down on the field after that hit, holding his leg.
This is an official's timeout for an injury.
This guy wastes no step on the field. Uline, as soon as he realizes where Aller is on the field, that is a clean tackle. Drew Aller's a runner, a physical finish. A 3-man rush. Got enough pressure to make him flush in that situation, setting up at minimum here a 4th and 3 with 3:26 and all 3 timeouts here. You'd anticipate them putting it away.
James Franklin out to see his quarterback Aller. Oh man,
that's amazing. Just total silence right now. When he broke away, it looked like he had a chance. And
hope Drew Aller's all right. Step out. Well, this is a live shot here. Drew Aller just popped back on his feet, the quarterback for Penn State. Grabbing his lower leg after a tackle from Mac Uline on a 3rd down scramble.
Yeah, it looked like Bastone missed him, tried to kind of rally back to it, but just a square up finish from Mac Uline, man. This is an interesting situation here for Ethan Grunkmeyer.
Ethan Grunkemeyer has not played meaningful snaps as the quarterback at Penn State, with Drew Aller as the starter for 3 years. Now on a 4th and 3, cold off the bench, with Penn State needing to win out if they want any thought of the playoff. With Aller on the sideline, it's Grunkemeyer. On a 4th and 3, he takes off. Grunkemeyer is popped short. Northwestern gets there again. Aiden Hubbard with a 4th down stand.
Just sound defense. Watch him zone it out, make him execute. They drop out the D lineman Hubbard underneath that little mid-range throw for the right at the line to gain, and then he knows Grunkmeyer's answer has to be quarterback run, and they finish the deal again. A form tackle. He is a runner now. It is clean. That's a defensive clinic right there. Big time stop. Story, Hubbard. Wow.
Najee Story. They talk about being a developmental place all the time. Story, Hubbard, multi-year guys that have stayed, developed with David Braun. And a massive combo on that tackle. And Northwestern 3 minutes away. Up by 1. It's Komolafe who gave him the lead on his 9-yard touchdown run a few moments ago.
Big decision time here on head coach James Franklin, so they're going to see what happens here after the 2nd down play, working around the 2-minute warning. If the clock's running here outside of 2 minutes, he would use it, obviously, or just bunch them all together after the 2 minute. It really doesn't matter at this point. The key to it all, he's got to get a stop.
And you wonder too, can Drew Aller go back on offense if they do get it back and have a chance to go down and win it? Northwestern does have to snap it before the 2-minute timeout.
Unbalanced here, the tight end and all 3 wideouts.
Sticking with Komolafe. And he ducks ahead for a couple yards. And at the 2-minute timeout, it will be a 3rd down and 3. With 2 minutes to go in this game, Drew Aller took a big hit from Mac Uline on a 3rd down. Left the game for a 4th down that Northwestern stopped. And we just got a picture of him headed to the locker room with all the feelings going through him right now. Looks like his night might be finished. The shoe off and headed back up the tunnel.
Feel for that dude.
So a 3rd and 3 for Northwestern's offense. Looking for their 3rd straight win. This would be their most shocking. To the outside, Komolafe squirted out again. He did it on the touchdown. He was stopped up on this 3rd down, and off he went.
Komolafe Lafe, again, watch, square, make the initial man miss. Right there in his face was Gilliam, and then just runs through the tackle of two Collins, just enough to convert. Wow.
Penn State didn't take a timeout. Clock running.
Yep. As soon as this play is over, James Franklin will have to use it.
1:30 to go. Northwestern by 1. Lafe, nothing doing there. And this timeout should come. You heard Northwestern saying ball security, ball security. Como Lafe did control it. Second down with a timeout. Griffin Wilde, today's smoking player of the game, sponsored by Old Trapper. What's your beef? Wilde had the 29-yard touchdown that got him started, and several big third-down conversions also.
Yeah, just did a great job. This was the comeback route that set up the score from before, the third and medium slant route, run-on-one. This was the boundary slant against Collins. This guy was outstanding, just under 100 yards, and the long was the 29-yarder, and that's with a big-time drop that he had as well. Man, just a big-time answer, and it was everybody, not just that one man, and huge credit to this front.
Out of South Dakota, he fits the David Braun underdog story with Zach Lujan and some coaches that came from the FCS level. From interim to coach of the year in the Big Ten for David Braun 2 years ago. And now looking for one of his biggest wins of his football life. And it's a touchdown for Northwestern if he wants it. Joe Hyman goes down. Hyman down inside the 5 on a 1st and goal.
Northwestern smart. Well done there by Joseph Hyman. James Franklin will definitely use timeouts now.
They're second in the half.
This is one of those ones where if Penn State doesn't have the ball, they can't win the game. Just a selfless play right here, right in front of the one lane. And on the cusp of making history.
So smartly getting down Joseph Hyman after all those big runs for Como Lafe. They change it up with Hyman. And 1:13 to go with just the one timeout for Penn State. 17-yard hit. And Penn State fans came into the day agitated. They've continued that agitation throughout the afternoon, and Northwestern fans, big reason to smile. This close to their 4th win and their 3rd in a row.
Yeah, minute 13, one timeout. This is where you're a Northwestern fan, you're in the greatest formation in football, and if you're a Penn State fan, it's going to be another tough week.
Stone takes a little extra time and puts the knee down. And Penn State uses their final timeout.
Penn State, their 3rd and final charge timeout. 30-second timeout.
Oh, you wonder about the fallout.
Yeah, this is a tough one, and oh, by the way, your starting quarterback just went off on the cart to add insult to injury, in addition to the noise that will only grow louder and louder. And it's also one of those situations where you got to give credit where credit is due to David Braun and company, that if they can execute the victory mode here on these next 2 snaps, they fly back to Chicago with a huge, well-earned win.
And they felt like a changed team out of their bye week, and Northwestern is a snap away from pulling the upset. Well, it's a every 10 or 11 years tradition, it seems, for Northwestern. 2004, 2014, here in 2025, making their decades visit to Happy Valley. and a snap away from a win once more, just like Tim McGargle in his 2004 Nittany Lions. Now the DC, and that'll do it. 3 touchdown underdogs, and Northwestern comes to Happy Valley and wins 22-21. Well, college football had its eyes on Penn State today. Was it a bad game last week, or is there a deeper concern? That is a deep, deep, deep concern now.
And on both sides of that handshake, David Braun has a ton of respect for James Franklin and what he's done here for a long, long, long time. But he's also knows what this has done to this program, and just a ton of questions right here.
Well, Penn State needing to be perfect to achieve what was a #2 preseason ranking. A national title or bust this year. Unfinished business after being a play away from the title game. UCLA, Northwestern, back-to-back weeks take out Penn State. And now the questions grow. For Northwestern, 3 wins in a row, and now they're 2 wins away from the postseason at 4-2.
Yeah, don't get lost in all this. Congratulations to Northwestern, as we talked about before. James Franklin, as we talked about all week, just a ton of noise. It's going to be amplified times 1,000. Total credit to David Braun and company. Big, big win.
Well, it can change a program either way with the result of this game. 22-21, the final for Northwestern. Can't wait to get the thoughts of the guys in the studio on this one. Northwestern, 3 touchdown underdog, win it 22-21. For Mark Helfrich and our entire crew, I'm Connor Onion, sending you back to Mike Hill in the LA studios.
Oh, you